Hello and welcome back to House Flipper 1. I have played a lot of House Flipper 1 off stream to kind of get used to it and see if I like it, and it turns out I really like it. I've learned it is it's very unfair of me to have judged it based on playing House Flipper 2 first. Because it's a different game. It plays a little differently. The the assets, like the logo is different. The way things you interact with things is different. Just had to get used to it a little bit, and I think I've gotten used to it. So I will actually show you where I left off. I did a few emails, and I actually fixed up the office a bit after getting the perks to build and take down walls and tile ceilings and stuff. So this is our home. Unfortunately, to cut the grass, you need the garden DLC. And as much as I want that, I know I'm going to get the House Flipper Remastered Collection, which comes with it. And it's currently not on sale. The DLC is still $15. I guess some people said there was a workaround where you can like lay down a carpet on the grass and it like flattens the grass in that one area. But I tried that and it doesn't work, so it's probably patched out or something. Which is probably good, you know. It was probably a bug that caused more issues. But that's pretty much a bummer because every single house has this long ass grass, you know. It's not fun. The outside's a little boring. You'll see why there's not another window here in just a second. I think it was just a natural wood that was vertical before. I put in a couple extra windows. I forget where. You can see a little bit of the inside there. It's really cool. From the outside, it's still a little boring. I really want to fix up the yard, or I want to put some panels on the on the like the entryway here, but I can't do it. So let me show you. So if someone knows how to do this, please let me know. So if I go to floor and ceiling, I go panels, tiles, because I wanted stone. Where was the stone I found? Yeah, I want something like this. So buy this. And usually you like click and drag, and it's not letting me do it. So maybe there's a certain one I have to use, but I don't know. Now I was in a sexy mood, so I had to put up a sexy painting. the problem with pictures, even in House Flipper 2, is that they come in a vast range of sizes. It's not just the normal small, medium, and large for all prints. You can have a small print that's huge compared to a poster or something. I'm pretty sure this is the smallest version of this poster, right? That's huge. And there are some spots where things just don't fit. It took me so long to figure out, like, what to fit here. There was not a lot of good options, at least not from what I've unlocked so far. So good vibes it is. You can see I definitely have a blue theme here. Blue on the outside, blue on the inside. I really like these modern windows. They look a lot nicer than they did before. This is like the House Flipper. This is like your studio apartment, right? You're thinking about all the money you'll be making by interior designing, and so you're thinking about cars you'll be able to afford, and everything that could be happening on this bed, if you know what I mean. This is a DLC it says I own. I just haven't done anything with it yet. So I'm going to try to install this and play it at some point, but not today. Got the matching blue chair. I might change that to just a plain old black chair, but it's fine. I kept the same setup as it was before, because without building additional walls and extending the house, there's not at least from what I found, a great way to redesign the space. Because in my space, what I want is I want a bed, I want an office space, especially if this is like my office space. You know, I'm running my business out of this place. I need some place to sit down that's not just my bed. You know. And then here, this was a huge issue. I was trying to find another counter. First, I want to find a smaller sink to put here, but I couldn't find one. So I have this kitchen island thing, which I do like, and then we have the stovetop. But my knives are so close to it. There's no space to really set anything except on one of these burners when they're off, which I don't love. Here I have some plants. So I have chives, basil, and parsley. Over here we've got something to keep my spirits high. We've got our Roman helmet. We've got a golden hamster. We've got a printer in case we need to print things. A few accessories. I didn't want to make them totally even. I have this habit of like centering things and putting things one right next to the other. But let's just make it look lived in, right? I want this to look lived in. So these are kind of messy. These books aren't stacked perfectly. This was a stack of books I bought, so these have to remain as is, I guess. Got an Edison lamp that it kind of fit the space the best. Little desk organizer. I need to put something here. I don't really like these. These are kind of random. That's pretty. Is this a light too? I totally forgot. I just discovered that. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's pretty. And then we have the bathroom, which was a total mess before. I had to like take down a wall and build another wall, and I was going back and forth to try to fit everything in here. So here's what I got so far. Again, we've got the blue theme, and with the blue theme, I want to make the rest of it dark, right? So I wanted the dark ceiling with the light colored light above me. We got some paintings to match all the greenery. We've got one of these showers. I don't know what you call them. But when I was in Hawaii staying at a hostel, they had something like this, where you don't step into a shower. Like, the room is the shower, you know? This is connected to the water supply, and there's a drain down below. It's a pain in the butt, and things like toilet paper can get wet. So it's not the best, but there was no fitting a shower or a bathtub or anything in this, with the way I had it, because I had to take down a wall to fit the sink and the stovetop there, in the kitchen. So, again, I made it look lived in. I got a couple toothbrushes, hand soap. I think that's lotion. Oh, it has toothpaste. Got some books. I was just reading Medieval Castles. What was it called? A Guide to European Castles. Just reading that on the toilet, as you do. A couple other books there. So pretty simple, pretty nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty cozy. I'm getting used to the controls. I've unlocked a lot more perks. So let's see what other jobs we can do, huh? There was one I was on, and I couldn't figure out where to place the kitchen island and the couch and stuff. And I just don't want to do that job. So that one we're gonna skip over. And I'm gonna figure that out at a different point, because I can't. We got some of these DLCs we could try out. I tried out the garden DLC. It was okay. You know, it was good, but it wasn't $15 good, you know? So. Alright. We have a house in need of a renovation. Hi there. After the death of my beloved wife, I sold our old house as it brings back so many memories I cannot cope with. I've decided to buy a new house and it requires some work. It needs cleaning and new radiators. It is too much work for me and I don't have the strength. I would like to move out of my old house as soon as possible, as it's too painful to live here. This is depressing. My 2 daughters will be living with me and would like their rooms to be painted their favorite color, bright blue. Please try to arrange everything quickly. Jack Rubens. Not Robbins. Rubens. I'm so excited for the remastered version of House Flipper, especially now that I'm playing it more and getting really into it, and knowing they're probably going to take things from House Flipper 2. Alright. I feel like I've done this house before. I don't know, this corridor seems familiar. What do I need to do? Okay, so corridor is done. Oh, so it shows me the check mark. Okay. Alrighty. I noticed you can do these windows pretty fast, but it's also not super satisfying if you do that. I definitely like the squeegee better, but this is nice. Is there another window? Nope. Alright, we're just gonna mop up the dirt. I'm so happy they made cleaning dirt a little bit more satisfying in House Flipper 2. Again, like, it's fine. I do like it, but I can't help but compare it, you know? Because that's just what I'm used to. I don't like going all the way up to the windows to see the reflections, so I'm gonna see if I can, or the outside. I want to see really quick if I can change that. Quality, effects, user settings. I think that's just based on this. Let's try. Let's try high and just see if that doesn't kill my computer. Alright, how do I... Let's make sure that actually went through. Graphics are in high. Alright. Not much of a difference. I still have to walk all the way up to it, but we'll see. Alright. It's not running as smoothly as it was, so we're going to change it back. Because it is not that much better. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Oh, wait, was I done here? No, I wasn't. Oh, I was distracted. I'm gonna turn the lights on. Something I remembered as a realtor is you gotta remember to turn on all the lights to make it look nice. It makes a huge, huge difference. Alright, so that's all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done this house before. So, there must be some lore here. Yeah, no. This was the, this was the house with the college kids. I think. I don't know, this is the same exact setup at least, if it's not the same house. Alright, quarters done. Let's do the main living room. This is where the kitchen was too, right? Alright, this is where a kitchen was. This is hard because it moves so slowly that I need a lot of desk space to go from one end of the window to the other. So I guess we'll just do like one window at a time. Like one panel. Yeah, look at that. And not go over. Ah, I did. Oh, that was almost satisfying before my vacuum or whatever just started glitching on me. The map has been helping a lot now that I know that the map exists to see like where the dirt is. It doesn't show all the dirt. I think it's a perk where you can see all the dirt. Let's turn on the light. I always forget to turn the lights on here. I always think they're on by default, but I guess not. Alright. And I guess there is flipper sense, but I can't seem to find it. They say Q is flipper sense, but it's not. So I wonder if it's maybe a perk. Like, in the remaster, it's within the gun. There's like a button on the gun, on the object seller. And one of them is like flipper sense, but I don't see that on here. Okay. We gotta find this dirt. It's somewhere over here. Ah, there it is. Alright. Dirt. Use my flashlight. I like using the flashlight sometimes to find more dirt. It's a little spooky. I think it must be behind the bookshelf. So let's move that. Oh yeah, it's over here, I think. Hey, there we go. Alright. Alright, let's put you back. Gonna mount a radiator over here. Can I do it with the table right here? I guess we'll find out. See if I can squeeze. Ah, yeah, I'm fine. And I found out you can actually change how difficult the assembly is. I'm on easy right now. But maybe we'll play around with changing it to hard. Alright, living room is done. Let's go to this hangout area. Am I selling anything? No. Oh. Oh, it's interesting. Even though I can't sell them, it shows me the price I would get if I were to sell it. That's immoral. I don't know if it's immoral. Maybe he's gonna sell it anyways. I'm just helping him, you know. All right. Dirt, window, mount devices. All right. So this is the house he bought. This isn't the house he's moving out of. So that kind of makes a little more sense to me. So maybe the landlord who had it for the students sold it? Or it got foreclosed on? I don't know. And it makes sense he would have to get a smaller or cheaper place at least. I don't know. I'm hoping this can be a place where people can escape to. I had a pretty horrible day yesterday at work. Um, Nothing really bad happened work-wise. But more so, I don't like my job, and the people there don't quite like me. And I've been there for 8 months, so I've given it, a fair shot. But you know, it is what it is. I'm thinking of going full time streaming and freelancing soon. So wish me luck. Today I took the day off because yesterday I had like a really hard mental health day. And I think it's important for me to say that. A lot of people hide the fact that they have mental health issues and just act happy on stream all the time. Obviously, I want to do that, and I'll do that the majority of the time. But I think it's important to say that, you know, you aren't alone. If you watch any of my very initial streams, there was quite a lot of depression happening. But feeling a lot better now. I love streaming. It's been so much fun. All of my streams go up on YouTube, and they're being saved here finally. It's just really exciting. I've made TikToks in the past, but they weren't about like video games or anything. Um, so I kind of want to find a way to channel my creativity into making really entertaining shorts for you guys, and people to like discover my channel. Because it turns out just on Twitch, it's not super easy to be discovered. You can follow me on Twitch, or on TikTok, at East Coast Justin 3. My Instagram is also East Coast Justin. East Coast Justin. That was just my, anything new out here? No. That was my, realtor Instagram name, but I kind of like it, just, like, general, you know? My name is Justin, I'm on the East Coast. I also go by Sky online. I keep forgetting I'm going by Sky online, as you can tell. But I like either, you know? I'm non-binary, you know, so I enjoy both sides of me, you know? I'm now using Sky when I don't want anyone to know my name, or like I'm at a place where like probably shouldn't say my real name. So still getting used to my my identity and stuff like that, but I think everyone's on a journey, and not everyone is like the best version of themselves yet, and I think that is normal. Alright, where's this dirt you speak of? Oh, it's on here. Perfect. So you can go pretty fast if you like move it around, but like I don't know, it's not very satisfying. I'm no speed runner. I feel like there's definitely like speed runners of House Flipper, and that seems immoral. Like finishing jobs right when you're able to finish them when they're like 50% complete or something. That's a bad House Flipper. I wouldn't just leave that one dot of dirt there. That'd be very bad of me. How about that one? Should I get that one? I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'll get it. Somewhere out there just made someone very angry, which was not my intention with being a cozy streamer. Maybe I could be like the how-to basic of cozy streamers. Like on the outside, I am a cozy streamer, but then randomly something unexpected happens. Maybe with an egg. All right. Yeah, we gotta buy a bed. We gotta buy a wardrobe, dressers, and a bookcase. We gotta mount a radiator and then paint. I want to paint first because I don't like painting around objects. It's not the most fun thing ever. So we're gonna start with that. Go to our tablet and um, buy some blue. I have to paint with gray and blue. I wonder. I'm kind of feeling like doing every wall blue, but then doing the gray for the ceiling. So hopefully that's okay. That's I'm gonna try at least. Alright. I unlocked a perk where you can do multiple walls at once, but I'm still learning exactly how they want you to do that. Hello? Come on. Do I need more paint, maybe? Hello? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. I want to paint this wall. Okay. What is happening? This isn't very cozy. Guess I had to be a little further away from it then than I thought. This is a nice shade of blue. I like this one. Oh. So I wanted to paint the windowsill. Can I not paint the windowsill? I feel like I've done that in the past, no? Why can't I paint the windowsill? Have I not done that in the past? I must not have. Okay. So you guys be real excited for Halloween and some horror games? Because I am very jumpy. I don't know if I'm fun to watch when I'm all jumpy, but I feel like the internet may like that. Non-binary cozy streamer plays Five Nights at Freddy's. I have played it on a VR, and that's super. That scared the hell out of me. I was I was trying it out for when I was working at my university. I worked at the tech center, and I was kind of their VR specialist to find games and experiences for students. But we were running like a Halloween event, and I was trying to find a free Doesn't even have to be free. A VR game that was kind of quick that we could show off to people. That's a little fun. I found this Five Nights at Freddy's VR demo, and I was playing it in the office. It was real quiet, and all of a sudden, I just screamed when them showed up in the doorway. Cause I don't know, I wasn't expecting it, you know? Alright. So turns out I didn't need to paint with gray if I didn't want to. But I think I still liked my idea of painting the ceiling gray. That way it kind of contrasts against the light-colored blue. Hey, new skill point. I'm gonna finish the wall first, though. It's weird. I do look up as if I'm actually looking up at the wall. Yeah, how you and I should play a horror game together, Delaney. I think that'd be good content. Also, just be fun. Let's see what it looks like with the light on. Again, I keep forgetting to turn the lights on. I'm not following my own advice. Also, I hate when you flick it down, it turns them on. And that's the same for a lot of houses. So I don't know what's up with that. Alright. Let's mount this radiator. Oh, and I found out you can put grid lines on. Oh, I guess I can't right now, but you usually can when you're placing furniture and stuff. I think in my very first stream of this, I couldn't figure out how to do that. But I actually like the grid lines even better in this game. Alright, so we got a bed, wardrobe, a dresser, and a bookcase. I guess we can keep it, so we can change different aspects of it if we want to. I feel like I could do a dark wood, but yeah, this is pretty natural. I like that. Bedding being gray is a little weird to me. Stripes, no. These are the kind of blankets I grew up with. I don't know if everyone else has had like decorative blankets like this, but like that's always what I slept with. I never had like a comforter from Walmart. It was just like the hand-me-down comforter from decades ago. I mean, I also like horror, I guess. I mean, I do, but I don't really gravitate towards the games for some reason. But that's a whole new place for me to explore. Where do I put in this bed? I guess I'm someone who likes to be woken up by a little bit of sunlight. I would put I always like to center it underneath a window, but I don't know how that's gonna look. I mean, I like that. So let's see. The window's not centered though, so that's unfortunate. Alright. We'll buy everything, and then we will kind of decide from there where to put stuff. Handles being white or gray, that's fine. But again, I want kind of the natural wood in here. That's huge. Do people buy wardrobes like this still? Let's make sure both of them can open. Can I open it? What? Ah. Alright, we'll just assume they can open. They're gonna slide anyways. Let's see. Bookcase and a dresser. Dresser. Again, there's so much different kinds of wood in this game, which is good. But it's so hard to match them. Because sometimes the wood's called a different thing. And it would be so similar. Like, look how there's 3 different shades of wood in here now. I want the outlet to show so they can put a light there or something if they want to. A little weird about walking into it when you walk in, but I don't know. I think that's fine. You can put a TV up there if you want. Bookcase. I'm gonna put a bookcase here because it's the bigger wall of the two, since we're not really directly in the middle. I'm gonna get them a side table. They didn't ask for it, but I don't want to just leave it empty, you know? They're obviously gonna want one. I don't know why I went to bathroom fixtures. That was weird. Bedside cabinets. Something simple. I like these a lot. They're cheap. They look really nice. So we're gonna go with this. It would be technically. I guess let's do. Yeah, it's gonna be the right side. I'm thinking from the direction it's being. Look at this. There's so much different shades of wood here. Whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. What else are we doing? Goes back to the corridor. Wait, so I came out here. Did I do this one? Ah, no, we're supposed to do this one. Alright. Very dark in here. There we go. The scammer in chat distracted me. Oh, that was it? All right. Mount radiator. There. I like this task section a lot. I like it a lot better than House Number 2's actually. Alright. Oh, I guess I can't move it lower. Yeah. Alright. Bathroom is done. Bedroom is done. This is back to the corridor. Let's check these rooms first. That's the kitchen. Kitchen's done, right? Kitchen's done. I wish the lights just stayed on, but I guess to... I don't know. For performance reasons, it shuts them off. I don't know. I guess I'm happier that's here than not. Alright. Oh, lots of weird shadows here. Start against the windowsill, probably. Yep. Alright. Okay. Did not mean to do that, but I guess that helps. Alright. Then they want a towel radiator. Lovely. Where does you want it? Okay. There. How about the next job? I changed the assembly difficulty just to see what it's all about. Alright. Wow, I'm like halfway done. I was almost done with this place. Trash first. Light on. I guess if I want to get actually popular on Twitch, I would play games that are actually popular, or like a brand new game. But like I was watching this YouTube video about like getting better at streaming and like improving your streams, and one of them was play games not that you want, but that your viewers want to watch. And I'm like, really? I get. So what he was saying was like, don't play Call of Duty one day and then play, I don't know, something like Pokemon or House Flipper the next. You know, you want to have somewhat of a theme. Which I think I do. Portal is pretty different from House Flipper, but I think it's very low stimulation. I don't think there's a lot of music going on. It's kind of like one thing after another. You know, step 1, step 2, step 3, until the level's actually done. So I think it fits my theme quite a bit. Now I don't have to play just one game. Like, there's this streamer I do like called a Lil Simsy, and her name is basically because she plays a lot of The Sims. But then she's kind of locked herself in this box, you know, where she can only play The Sims or things like The Sims. And she's played things outside of it. But I'm sure there are times where she's thought that. It was just like, well, maybe I shouldn't play this because people are on here for my Sims content. Which I don't think she needs to do exactly, but, you know. Some people are just like that, you know. I mean, maybe she likes that. Maybe, I mean, sure, it narrows down her options of what she wants to play, you know. I don't mean to skip panels. I'm just trying to, like, do more than one wall at a time because I have that perk now. Oh, perks. Perks. I unlocked a perk earlier. For painting, right? Alright, 20% less paint usage. Paint 3 walls at a time. Seeing how I can't even paint 3 walls at a time, I don't really want to unlock that. 20% less paint usage. I guess so I guess my paint roller stays paintable more often than not, more easily. So I guess let's do that one. See if I notice any difference. I guess what I would have called that is like longer lasting paint roller, like, or like more absorbent paint roller. Not less paint usage, but that's obviously the more correct version of that. So I can paint more than one wall at a time. It's just not super intuitive. So, okay. Because if I want to paint 2 walls, I would think I can go to the second panel to do that. Like, go just here, but I can't. You have to start here and then go here. And then it paints both of them. Which is fine, but I have to, like, consciously remember to do that, you know? And I do not always do that. I'm very excited for House Flipper Remastered. When House Flipper 2 came out, I wasn't already playing it or anything. I just happened to be looking for home decorating games, and turns out I found the perfect one. But I'm pretty excited to be a part of like a new video game coming out, you know? And like, there are actually 2 games I'm looking forward to. So there's House Flipper Remastered, and I love cars, so I'm gonna get Forza Horizon 6. I'm anxious about getting it on PC. First, I want to get like a physical version of it, but that requires getting a different Xbox, because I have a Series S, which is digital only, which I have liked. It's small, it's really easy to set up. There are tons of benefits for it, but if you don't pay for Game Pass, you're stuck playing free-to-play games and things you've bought digitally. And I guess I'm fine buying things digitally. If I had a preference, like at this point in my life, I want to be more intentional. I want to have games in my collection and not have it be tied to an account, you know? But that required me buying a whole new Xbox, like a Series X, and I just don't want to do that. And if I buy it online, I can use it on PC, or I can play on Xbox. So I think that's what I'll end up doing, even though it'll be a little bit of a bummer. So, I want to actually buy gray paint, because I want to do gray for the ceiling. We're gonna go back to store. It should be in my recents, right? If I go home, it'll show me beautiful. That way, at least matches the room we just did. Like, they didn't request this, but for my own satisfaction, I'm going to. Oh, that's cool. I did that completely by accident, but I guess that's a faster way to paint a wall. Is it faster? I don't know. I think it's less satisfying, which wasn't really the goal. Yeah, definitely less satisfying. Oh gosh. Okay, let's paint this. And I think that is it. Alright, awesome. Now we can sell the rest of my paint to get 13 bucks back. As you would. Just go back to Home Depot and be like, hey, I got some extra paint for you. Which, by the way, I think is fine. It's rather than like having old paint lying around that you buy new paint. Like, just let someone else use the paint. I don't know. So, cause it's not like they're licking it or anything, you know? Not anyone's consuming the paint. You have to worry about what was in the paint before. I'm like, no, it's just paint. I don't know. Alright, so what am I doing? I have to go to tasks, and we're gonna buy some stuff. So we're gonna start with the bed. Ooh, I like that. Alright, cedar. How about we make all of them cedar? Which remember, I got cedar before. This is a small bed. I don't think I'm going to be putting much against... I don't know. I know I want the desk against a window, right? So let's, for now, put the bed here. Do I need two? I forget. No, I just need one. Okay. Feel pretty small for one cedar. Cedar. I always like have my desk against a window. In my current office, it's not like that. I wasn't able to fit my desk on the other wall where the window is. So I had to put it against a wall without a window. It's fine. The window is now to my left instead of in front of me, but yeah, I like it. I like it enough, you know. I haven't worked from home before. In this setup, like full time. So I'm hoping once I start doing that, it's fine. The chair is comfortable. It's not super comfortable. It's an Emerge gaming chair. I think it's from Staples. It's fine. I bought it from Facebook Marketplace. I bought everything from Facebook Marketplace. I love it. Okay, cedar. Cedar. I don't know. We're gonna move things around anyways, and then move this, cedar, bam. Alright, now everything matches. Fantastic. I want this over here. That way they can use that as a nightstand. So we're gonna move... Oh, do I need to sell this, or are they keeping that? Oh, no, they're keeping it. Okay. Because it also blocks the window light, and we don't want to do that. I can put it in the corner. I don't want to put it in the corner. Something like that. I really don't like wardrobes. I don't like it there, but... Because then you need to put something in the corner, you know? Alright, so that's going to be their pseudo nightstand. I guess. I like that. That's how I would set up my space. Wait, is it done? Yes. I can complete the job now, but I'm a good person, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, let's double check here. Nothing we need to do here. Nothing here. Nothing here. I can actually check which rooms, but, like, I don't know where each room is. Alright, so there's one 15-meter squared room that I have to do. Is this where I'm at? Okay, wait. Yeah, so I'm at the living room. So if I go here, it'll say I'm at the corridor. Okay, so I need to go to this room. I wish I kind of, like, flashed it on the map for you so I could know where it is. Oh, I see it. I'm like an explorer. What? No. Oh, here. There we go. Alright, last room. I really like the reflections of the light passing through the window here. That's cool. Clean dirt. I don't see a ton of dirt. Oh, it's just against the windows, it looks like. That's 50% of the dirt, and that's the other 50%. Love it. I'm getting it. They want to leave a dot for you. That is the opposite of satisfying. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I noticed I was a little far from the mic. one window. This is gonna be 2 window. Let's start over here. Oh, when you go slowly, it kind of glitches out a little bit. So, unfortunately, it can't be that satisfying. Oof, I like that one. That was a good turn. I was just thinking about work yesterday. My boss talked to me, pulled me aside to talk about the fact that I don't know how to use a hammer. Look, if I just don't use a hammer on a regular basis, you know? You didn't ask me if I had construction experience when you hired me, so, like, I don't know what you want from me. It really pissed me off, honestly. Because, like, partly why I wanted to play House Flipper, because I was like, I know how to use a hammer. Look at all these houses I've built. It's one of those, you know, things that's happened that I just... It makes me feel like I don't belong, and rightfully so, you know? If I'm a land surveyor, I should probably know how to use a fucking hammer, but, like... I'm a scientist, you know? I'm a geologist. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a construction guy. You knew that when you hired me. And now you're complaining that I'm not a construction worker or an engineer. I'm like, well, you didn't hire an engineer. So, don't know what to tell you, my man. And so basically his advice was, get better at using hand tools. And I'm like, okay, great. But I told him, like, so I need actionable steps. And I don't think he knew what those were. Which is fair, you know, like... And I don't expect a whole crash course day on how to use a hammer. Like, I get that that wouldn't be on the table. But you can't just say get better at using hammers. And he didn't really say it like that, but it was... That was the gist of what he said. Was, you know, you're surrounded by people. You're surrounded by our clients. You should be competent using a hammer. And in my defense, I hammered the things into the ground, okay? They said hammer wood into the ground, and I hammered wood into the ground. I may not have done it like my senior surveyor would have done it. But, like... I did, like, they're in the ground. Isn't that the whole point? Do I need to look like a fucking artist when I'm hammering things in? And things like that show me that I'm not wanted there. And I want to finally accept that, you know? Like, I know what I want. I know when I don't feel welcomed. I know when I don't fit in. And it's not working. And this is something that's not working, you know? And I think it's fine, you know? Yeah, I mean, I need actionable steps. Like, yeah, be more extroverted, like they told you, Delaney. Which I guess it makes sense for some people to say that. We're like, oh, I just need to talk more. Okay, because some people can do that. I'm not one of those people. You are not one of those people. So clearly, that was the wrong thing to say. But maybe, you know, they didn't know that. Maybe they're not used... Because, like, my manager, my people I work with, they are clearly not used to working with neurodivergent people. And I hid that from them, because I didn't want to get not hired because of neurodivergent. So I didn't say I had a disability on my application. I mean, why would I? You know? I was struggling to find jobs for months. So... why wouldn't I give myself every advantage I can? Hey, new skill point for painting? It said like 600 something walls. But I guess that was 600 something walls. Interesting. Okay. That can be sold. We're gonna do the radiator first. Oh, right, skill point. Definitely less paint usage. Yes, this new perk after 900 walls. Before it's like 634 or something. I'm pretty surprised at that number. So I'm just gonna go by quicker than I thought. Alright. Tasks. Radiator. Bam. Bam. I'm sorry. Yeah. I guess if you're like me, you could tell them like, hey, I need more actionable steps of how I can talk more. If will they listen? I don't know. And do you want to open up that can of worms? I don't know. I definitely don't want to talk about that sort of stuff with my boss. I really don't. Like, I was extremely nervous, but like, I was at the point where I was so done not saying anything and not speaking up that like I had to. So I think sometimes you just have to, you know, pull the trigger and do it. I guess we're gonna set this up just like we set up the other ones. I mean, I guess why not? Where was the... This I like. I like this. I like that design. Wait, that was cedar, right? I totally forgot to check. Diamonds, and then cedar. Yeah. Right. Ooh, this bedroom is a little bit tighter, huh? I might have to move things around, actually. You know what? Yeah, how about bed goes against the wall? There's even like an outlet over there, which will be helpful for either the computer desk or you. Or whoever's sleeping here, you know. And then we need a wardrobe and a bookcase. Or a chest of drawers. Or a chest of drawers. I think it would be helpful to have it here so that you have like extra desk space almost. I know the wardrobe would fit almost perfectly there, but what if you wanted like an extra monitor or something over there? Not loving the setup as much for some reason. Then wardrobe, cedar, bam. You in the corner for sure. Because if I put you like over here, it looks super tight. So we're gonna put you over here. And that way you can still have access to the outlet. And everything else is good. You'll sit nice and warm in the winter. Alright, all tasks completed. How much? I got $11,360. Oh my god. One of the perks I have is, I think it's a negotiation. Yes, higher payment. So I get 50% extra for the job, which is super cool. These I don't think I'll ever really want. And then this is for selling a house. I haven't sold a house yet. New perk after one sold house. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think I might sell my my office soon and get something else. All right. You completed 100% of the job. You may now complete the job for $11,360.13. So I'm getting the most money per job that I possibly can, which is awesome. It's not much in terms of, you know, per house, because the houses do cost a lot, just like real life, I guess. But for all in a day's work, 11,000 bucks. I mean, that's pretty cool. So So my account right now, I have $85,000. I started with like 30,000, which is crazy to me, honestly. Um, yeah, well, so some YouTubers get that. So I was watching. I used to be so into like drop shipping and Amazon FBA and all this entrepreneurial stuff. And there was one video I really liked where it was day in the life of someone making $2,000 a month versus someone making, $10,000 a day. And it kind of followed them documentary style throughout their day. And like it showed the guy working online not doing much, like putting up ads and then playing a video game, and you see all the numbers rack up, and then you do the same. He did the same for the guy who I think was a delivery driver. I don't know if it was DoorDash or if it was Domino's or something. And seeing him fill up his car, dealing with all those expenses and all this stress. So, some people just have it a bit easier. Maybe it's hard work. Maybe they're smarter than me. I don't know. But, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to sell the current house I'm in. So right now I own my first office for $28,000, and I'm curious how much it is worth now that it's like fixed up a little bit. I didn't add any rooms to it, so I don't know if that will hurt the value. Yeah, because it's still, well, yeah, because what if I add rooms and extend the house? It'll increase the square footage, and then thus increase the price. But I can't sell it right now because it's my only house. So what I have to do is buy a different house, and I'm really stuck on which to get. Obviously, the quickest way to make money is to flip houses. That's House Flipper. They have so many cool houses here. In House Flipper 2, you have to unlock houses based on, like, you already cleaned this house, now you can buy it. I like this a little bit better, actually, because you're not used to the house. You haven't seen the house before. This is super cool. And then the castle, a historical museum, a moon base. I love that a castle on Earth is more expensive than a house on the moon. Oh, this is cool. I didn't see this one before. Frozen Ways office. I'm sure they had so much fun building this, like designing this house. That's so cool. Oh my god, that's so cool. So like House Flipper 2 doesn't have anything super unique like this. I mean, now they do, and some people have modded the game where like they built their own houses and stuff. But I always think this is a Cybertruck, which I hate. The Alone Home. Alright, let's focus on what house we can buy. So we can focus on... we can focus on other jobs and then make more money to get a house. But I think if I just do that, then I'll get maybe... if I do 5 more jobs, maybe I'll get 150? No, 120,000 maybe? 130. So not that, it's not going to open up that many doors for us. Room for enhancements. That's kind of cool. You know what? I feel like because I want other houses, I don't want to get I don't want to fall in love with a house I don't like. This one's too similar to my current house. And I feel like I'll design it very similarly, so I don't really want to work on this one right now. Burned house. This one there's a fire. So now we're going to remodel it. This, I think, is really cool. Obviously, it's not cool if things burnt down and people lost all their stuff. But I think it'll make it a really cool before and after, you know? So we are going to buy this house. We could do more jobs, but I've done enough jobs. I want to do a house. So we're going to buy the burned house. I'll sell for renovation. A fire broke out at home, but the house did not suffer too much, and I estimate its condition as good. Okay. Good enough, I guess. We don't need a house inspector or anything. He's like, I think it's good. The house has 2 rooms, a kitchen, and a bathroom. So I guess 4 rooms total, single floor house. Let's do it. No, let's go to the house. The wall should be white. Yeah, it happens, man. Definitely a light color, because if it's a dark color, you feel more, like, closed in, psychologically. So now, if I were to go to... Wait, okay, we're gonna go back to the office. I want to see if I'm able to sell my office now, or if I have to move it first. I might have to move it first. Yeah, they're saying their burnt house is good. Wait a second, I still have dirt. I still have dirt somewhere. Well, hold on. Can I sell this house? I can't. So I have to move the office first, and then I can sell it. There's dirt in the house. Where's there dirt? I don't want that to affect the value. I don't see it at all. I wonder if it's underneath the windowsill. They're all kind of in a similar spot. They're all in the corners. So the one in the bathroom is definitely inside. So... I don't know, man. Let's at least clean up what's outside. Alright, let's go. Let's clean the dirt off my house outside. Where the fuck is it? Alright, it was on the wall. On the bottom. So I feel like that's probably going to be the same for this one. Right. Definitely hard to see. Also, it could be on the old woods, right? It might not even be on the, Let's see if I can get... I wonder if it is on the outside. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's go back inside and see if we can get it. If not, we'll just move the office and sell it. Of course, after I work on a house, I'm kind of attached to it. I do like it. But I think this was mainly a good learning experience. I took a ton of photos of it. You can take photos actually on the tablet. So if you go tablet and then camera, you can kind of take a photo of where you're standing. And I took a bunch as if I was actually selling the house, which is super cool. I'm curious if I can upload those when I actually sell the house. Okay, let's just try... Hey, I got it! Sorry, I must have peeked there. I got too excited. Oh, God. And then there's something about the shower? What is... I guess a shower could go here, and that's what that symbol is? I don't know. It's not. Alright, so we are gonna go back to our computer, I think. Yeah, browser owns burnt house. Oh, I can reset the house. That's interesting. Time spent at the house, 24 seconds. How about here? Time spent in the house, 4 hours and 35 minutes. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna go to the house. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's got good bones, as they say in the house flipping community. I'm gonna say move office here. Um, awesome. That's right. Okay. I just have to put my laptop somewhere, and that's my office. Bam. Office. Working from home. Love it. Alright. So I wish I could just sell my house from here, but I guess I can't. I have to go... Alright, let's go to the house. So I now move my office. I feel like... Do I still have a laptop here? Or did it move that same exact laptop? It doesn't really matter. The laptop isn't that expensive, but I'm just curious. No, my laptop's gone. Okay, whatever. Alright. So now... We want to sell this house, right? So... You bought the house for $28,000. Parcel area is 642 meters squared. The house is 20 meters squared, which is nothing. It has 2 rooms total. And then... Your current budget is $49,000. I don't know what that means. Am I selling it for $49,000? I guess it would be a $20,000 profit, because I spent about $1,000 renovating it. So I guess... So now I can choose a buyer. And once I sell the house... Oh, man. Once I sell the house, I'll get a perk, so I can up my negotiation skills. So let's see what they say. Let's see their comments. All right. House price $20,000, renovation $1,300, furniture bought $5,000. Ooh, okay. So I went a little crazy with furniture. So if I was actually flipping the house, that was like my main goal. I probably wouldn't buy much furniture at all. But if I did, I would keep what's there, like clean up what's already there and usable, and then only buy what really needs replacing. And at that point, even just replace it with cheaper furniture, not like the one that I like the look of the best. So house sale, 34,000. Furniture sold 6,000. Oh, so I did profit off the furniture sold. That was already here, so I guess that's fine. So all the furniture sold actually covered pretty much all the renovation, which is surprising. The negotiation didn't add anything to the sale numbers, and if I want to cancel it, I can. Obviously, the highest bidder is Raphael, so he says exact one bedroom is okay, but I didn't tell you I didn't tell you I want sauna. Well, you should have thought about it. What do you say? Alright, I didn't tell you I want sauna. Well, you should have thought about it yourself. There's no private space for myself. I don't have a place for my magazines. There's no TV. Not good. Hey, where are the speakers? No TV in a bedroom? -1 point. Raphael, have you ever bought a house before? It comes with nothing. Do you understand this? Alright. So if I wanted to impress the buyers, I would take their feedback and then cancel the auction and then redesign it. So alright, so she likes the art. She likes the bookcase. She doesn't want children's toys, which we don't have. I have some flowers. I don't have a ton, but I'm happy. I'm happy they like it. She seems the most happy with it. Raphael's kind of a dick, honestly. At least she seems pretty positive. Well, I can't read her negative opinion. So she'd probably pay more if she had a sauna. There's no place for my documents and books. What are you talking about, Dolan? I have a bookcase. I'm taking my books with me. It's a full bookcase. Jimmy Trader. Glad the interior missed out on the recently popular kids gadgets, and he'd like to have a sauna in his home. Expensive equipment to impress his friends, right? So you want me to buy expensive equipment. What a shame there's no living room. If I had a sauna in my home, it would be great. So a lot of these people want saunas, which, like, I've never even thought about having a sauna in my home. Elegant with no trash, that's right. I cleaned it. Okay, so they all want saunas. This guy doesn't like Norwegians. Luckily, there are loads of Norwegians here. They look for houses and pay heavily for renting one. But only if there's an in-home sauna. I think a kitchenette in the living room would definitely be a good idea. Whoever's heard a house without a sofa? Jack, where am I gonna put a sofa? If there's a sofa here, it'd be no bed, and so then you'd be like, well, where's the bed? You know? Tenants value 2 bathrooms. Expensive items in a house for rent is a bad idea. Well, I mean, I didn't build the house for a tenant. I built it for an owner. Alright. The person who seems the most that likes the house is Veronica. And she's paying almost as much as Raphael. So even though it's a little bit less, I want to sell to the happier person. Not like the bougie asshole, right? So I'm going to choose Veronica. Oh, can I not choose Veronica? Okay, I want to refuse his offer. You'll be fined. Well, okay, wait. I want to accept Veronica's, so space accept the offer. Oh, no, it's sold to the winner of the negotiation. I guess you can't really pick and choose legally, right? I mean, you have to sell... Well, no, as a realtor, like, you can... If you're working for the buyer... Well, okay, if you're working for the seller, you need to do what's in the best interest for the seller, right? And the seller probably just sees the highest number and wants to go with the highest number. I think if I was working with a seller, and I was saying, look, the winner of the bidding war is an asshole. He doesn't like the house. He's gonna tear it down and use it for make multiple apartments in it or something. But my brain's shutting off. The bidder who has the second highest amount, wants to use the house for just her family. And she's gonna pay just as much, like maybe $500 less. I would recommend going with her. I feel like she'll treat your house better. She will be an easier client to deal with, mostly. I think that's mainly what I would argue. To go with the buyer who's gonna be easiest to deal with, right? If you're dealing with some asshole investor, like, it can... I don't know. I guess legally I could make that argument. I don't know if they'd care. But that's what I'd do. All right. Buyers, what's your impression after the first auction? If you would like to check some buyers' details before the next one, I'll save your notes about them on the tablet. All right, thank you. Account balance 83,000. So I'm back to my original amount, but I have a new bigger house, right? And when I sell this one, it's probably gonna be sold for a little bit more, and I'll pay better attention to, um, the amount of money for furniture I'm putting in and stuff like that. Um, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I will be right back. When I'm back, we're going to decorate this house together. I'm gonna pause so my timer doesn't keep going, but you can enjoy the sound of birds. Chirp, chirp. Oh my god, my butt. Hello and welcome back. Um, I'm streaming this whole thing, but also I'm gonna make a couple different YouTube videos out of this. First one's gonna be the jobs that we did, and the second will be this. Um, I guess I have to make an outro for that. Um, so you can see me attempt to make an intro for this. Hello and welcome back to House Flipper 1. Today we are looking at renovating the burned house. We bought it for about $35,000. We just sold our original office for about the same price. So as you can see, our account balance is about the same as it was after doing our couple of emails. But you know what? That's fine. We're gonna be a little bit smarter renovating this one. I see what happens is I get too attached to houses, right? And so I made the last house my office. I made it as much like something I would like as possible, which was fun, but also it ruined my profit margins. Like my profit was like $5,000. That just wasn't enough, right? Also didn't have like any negotiation skills, so you know, house sold for kind of like the bare minimum, 34 something thousand, I think. So we're gonna be a little bit more careful here. We're gonna reuse stuff that's usable in here, that's not super dirty. Maybe we'll even cut the grass. I don't know. We'll see. If I decide to splurge and get the DLC, I don't know if that actually helps, but who knows. Yeah. So this is gonna be our little project today. Alright, so I can sell some of these weeds. Or trash them at least. They just kind of disappear into thin air. So you can't mow your lawn, unfortunately, unless you have the garden DLC. But you can at least pull up the weeds, I guess. Very excited for House Flipper Remastered, so I can just be able to mow my lawn from the start. that would be wonderful. Okay, none of that needs to be sold. These need to be sold. Or not sold, just pulled. In House Flipper 2, you use the seller, the flipping gun, to sell the weeds. So I'm just used to saying, sell the weeds. Alright, so yard work is done. It was a hard day's work. This, it looks almost like granite or something, or stone, but I think it was wood, and it's now burnt wood. And, we unfortunately have to get rid of that. So that we're gonna get rid of. I assume I have to mop up that from the grass. Yeah, the grass looked nice. There's a patch of dirt in the grass, I guess. There we go. Let's get it. Alright. So the panels don't look too bad. They're just covered in some ash. But that's fine, right? I think so, right? Is that dirt or is that... No, I think it's stuck on there. Okay, so I think the wood we're gonna have to replace, unfortunately. But I think that's fine, honestly. Obviously not great. They'll have to replace all the paneling. But you know what? It'll make it look brand new again because the panels will be brand new. Oh, it's up here. What to say? I don't know where the dirt was. It's up there. It's tall. This is a pretty tall house for one story. Maybe that means it has nice high ceilings, you know? That'd be cool. We have to clean the window. Oh, we're gonna clean up here. I was also just kind of looking at the radar to see where the dirt is, because it's a little difficult to see. There we go, I got it, I think. Alright, so now we can go... Oh, wait, no. More dirt. More dirt here. There we go. Oh, there we go. It's on the top of the windowsill. Ah, I see. Alright. I think the rest of the... information is inside. Although, I see something here. It's probably... the paneling, right? No? What's the stupidest way to... Yeah, it's so hard to see the dirt in this level. Especially on the wall, those are burn marks, so that's not dirt. But I guess there's dirt marks within this area. I mean, there has to be. Yeah. Let's try to get these, but if we can't get all of them, that's fine. Okay, let's get these, wherever they are. Oh, I see. I said somewhere on the bottom. I'm just looking at the radar, so I can't tell what's dirt and what's just, like, burnt wood. There we go. Okay. So now let's clean the outside of the window. Oh, okay. So, dirt from the outside. Inside. Alright, there's my beautiful laptop on top of the burnt everything. Oh. Ooh. Alright. I guess first, let's deal with trash, right? Well, actually, that was weird, because I didn't sell that dresser. I just... threw it away. So I guess I need to be a little more careful of what I throw away. Looks like that's not getting clean. Alright, well, we'll just be a little bit more careful with, like, how expensive the furniture is, I guess. Oh, no, I do have to sell that one. Okay. Yeah, because I made a lot of money selling furniture last time. So, I don't think it's bad to sell the furniture. I think it's mainly don't overspend on stuff you don't necessarily need. Like, don't buy the most expensive branded couch. Or Sonic equipment or whatever it is. I'm curious if this is going to be like the outside, where I'll have to repaint or repanel, and cleaning's not going to help, but we'll see. Whatever. I'm gonna sell the door, but I don't know if that means I'll have to buy a new door to get out. No. Okay, good. yeah, this is just... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So some of the wood is burnt, while some of it is just discolored by ash. Or smoke, or whatever. So it looks like the ceiling... Looks like the walls can't be fixed, but the ceiling can, which is interesting. Oh, what the heck? That's interesting. Because I saw this ash on the floor, and I'm like, maybe that's what I'm sweeping up. But... I guess not? Because that's about all the dirt that's here. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So it looks like the ceiling can be sufficed. Like, can be salvaged. So that's a positive. What am I standing on? Okay. But the walls will have to be repainted. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. What do you think? Should we clean up the entire house first and then repaint, or should we just, like, fully do one room? I feel like that's a psychopathic thing to ask. I feel like I should have. Oh, do I need to fix the light? Something about the light I have to do. Can I turn it on? Do we have electricity? No. No. Okay. No, Delaney, this is a burnt house. It caught on fire. I think what I'm gonna need to do is put in new flooring. Like, realistically, you'd sweep all this out, but I guess we're just putting wood panels over it, or a rug, or whatever it is. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna clean the whole place first. And I wouldn't, like, furnish this room. I would basically, like, paint it and all that, and then I'd get a better idea of what to do for the whole house. But I agree. I'll take feedback from my one viewer. Actually, how many viewers do I have? One! Count them. One viewer. Read it and fucking weep, Markiplier. I'm not competing with Markiplier. Who am I competing with in terms of, like, a cozy streamer? I would say Little Simsy, because she plays these types of games, but she's not what I would say cozy. I guess she is, because I like her voice. But her videos are definitely a little bit more hyper than mine. So she can definitely overstimulate me, so... Definitely one of my competitors, I guess. But I'd like to... I'd like to collab with people. That'd be really fun. I had this guy I worked with in, at the Jaguar dealership. He was the lot manager. He was like a lot attendant. And he did Twitch. His name is Sonic Buckley. I'll put his name in the description when I re-upload this as a highlight. But yeah, his name is Sonic Buckley. I looked him up earlier. He used to stream all the time, make so many TikToks, and I don't know what happened. I mean, I think it's been like a year or something since he last uploaded. Which is kind of sad because he was awesome, and, like, so consistent, super cool. That's hello. Oh, alright, is that radiator? Bam. I guess should I repaint first? No. I figured I just fixed up the outlet. Maybe I'll fix up the other installations. I'm supposed to fix the light here. I'd like to salvage that, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I guess I could have fixed the lighting somehow, but I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the skill for that or something. I don't know. What corner is this in? Something to do here. Oh, it's another outlet. Okay, perfect. Once we do another job, then I'm gonna change the difficulty in terms of assembly. But Sonic Buckley, if you're watching, let's do a little collab. He does a lot of Pokemon videos. I love Pokemon. He did like shiny hunting and stuff, which I've never done. I've played years and years of Pokemon. I've never done shiny hunting. So maybe that's something I could do with him. You know, first time shiny hunting. I don't want to leave it like. Alright, I guess I'll leave it like this. We'll clean up everything. Wait, is there a light switch in here? Do we have lights? No, the lights aren't gonna work. Alright, again, I feel like there's a way to fix up the light, but I wonder if that's this very last perk here. Alright. Mainly I wanted a flashlight, but I wanted a overhead light, but I guess we'll have to use the flashlight. Again, I guess I could keep the couch. How much will I sell it for? 12 bucks? I mean, it's a burnt couch. I think that's fair. It would be lucky to be sold for nothing. The doors can't be salvaged. I'm gonna get rid of those. Looks like I can clean up the dirt a little bit. Alright, the ceiling's fine now, right? So let's put in a ceiling light. Or I wonder if I have to fix the electricity first? I don't know. I'm feeling circular today. Do you guys feel circular today? I feel circular. That's cool. Again, we have to be smart. This house is gonna be flipped. We want it to look cool, but we gotta be smart. Alright. Ceiling lamps, that's what we want. So $9 for that. These are kind of cool. Chandelier. I mean, that's super cool. It's a little expensive. It's not that expensive, though, as far as chandeliers go. For now, just because I want light, I'm not really thinking about aesthetics. We're just gonna go for this. Sure. We'll do medium. Yeah, there we go. That way there's a lot of light that's coming in. And then, there we go. It doesn't have the same lighting mechanics as in House Flipper 2, which I don't like. In House Flipper 2, they're awesome. You can have direct, like, this light switch goes to this light, and this light switch also affects the light over here. But then you have a different light switch that affects this one over here. I like how that works a lot better. Again, I'm hoping they bring that sort of stuff to a House Flipper 1. To the House Flipper Remastered. Okay, so some of this dirt I can clean up. Oh. See, that's so weird, because it looks just like the dirt over here. But this can't be cleaned up. That's so odd, okay. Whatever. Also, it's still really dark in here. So, it looks like we need to let in some natural light, maybe? We gotta fix up that. And I can't tell what's cleanable and what's not cleanable. There's dirt over where? Over here? again, like I can't tell what's dirt and what's not dirt. So what is on the floor? Yeah. All right, and then over here. Um, this cabinet's kind of nice actually. This. I mean, it's not great. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. We're gonna sell this. How much can I sell it for? 10 bucks? Alright. And then the dirt's behind there. Got it. Alright. Alright, so that's done. I feel like there's like a little bit of black left. I'm probably being too OCD about it. I can say that because I actually have OCD. No, I guess not. It's like a little bit of a black spot left. Like over here too. Can't you see that? Like on the radar. There's like some black spots. I don't know. Maybe that's just the windows? No, I don't know. Gotta clean the windows anyways. Again, the windows actually look pretty nice. So these windows we might be able to salvage. If we're gonna flip it. Like if we're gonna be super cheap and profit as much as possible, I think we should do that. Even though I think they're kind of ugly. I think they're fine. Ooh. Yellow ash. Cool. So all these windows are cleaned. Did I clean this one? Yeah, I cleaned these. Alright. It's cleaned. Alright, now let's do the same thing over here. Again, we need to sell this door because we can't really salvage it. Sometimes I like to keep the layout the same. What is that? Oh, that's for the toilet. Yeah, well, I guess I shouldn't have sold that plumbing. I wish I could control Z that, but whatever. Alright, the tile in here is not too bad. Again, it's not great, but it's not bad in terms of like functionality, and it's not all scratched up. What is that? Oh, I guess that was the outline of where like the shower was. Okay, so that's that I can't. Alright, ceiling though. Ceiling is good. That's good. So some dirt on the walls we clean up, but not all of them. See, I missed the like duplicate or like copy style tool because I want to use this exact same tile over here. But I think I'm just gonna have to search for it in the store, which is a bit unfortunate, but... Oh, this light works! These are like the one lights in the house that work. That's cool. I can't tell if that's just an ugly style or if they're burnt up a little bit. I think they're a little burnt up. I think we'll get them some new lights. before we sell the place. The lights aren't that expensive. $9 for a light. That's fine. Alright, window again is good. Guess there's a little bit of dirt left. So over here. Where is it? Like, I'm looking at the radar because like it's showing it's right over here. Like I'm on top of it. Very weird. I don't know, man. Alright. That's trash. Did we fully clean up this? I don't think we did. Alright. Oh, it looks like the counters and the sink can be salvaged. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, because if the, oh yeah, if the drawers are broken, I can't fix the drawer. I have to sell the whole cabinet, which is a bit of a bummer. Also, I don't think there's even a cabinet this size. There might be. I hope so. For now, I'm going to keep this layout here just so I remember where things were. Because I'm so bad at at decorating, like organizing kitchens in terms of like their layout and whatever. Like I just can't. Especially when everything is a different size, it's hard to kind of measure up like what's gonna fit, you know. Alright, so we got mostly the ceiling that can be salvaged. There must be dirt like behind the counters or whatever. I think the stovetop looks the best actually. So I know the stovetop we can keep. We'll just sell there. I'll figure it out. So these cabinets are broken. Like I can't with E. I can open and close it just that amount. So I have to sell that. Same with the sink. I can't like like it's not gonna work. I wish I could just fix it, but I don't think I can. So sell that. Is that trash? What the fuck? What? Hello? Is that okay? I guess it's just living here permanently now. Okay. Throw away that. Throw away that. But like the oven. The oven looks pretty good. I don't know if I need to clean it. Is there dirt on it? I don't think there is. The stove has been untouched by human hands. That's cool. There's dirt somewhere in the corner. I got it. Alright, perfect. And then sink can be tossed. Alright. Alright, we're getting somewhere. And let's buy a radiator. I really like this, like, recently viewed, recently purchased items. Alright. Yeah, that needs a radiator. I don't know why I switch to my hands every time I buy something. I don't think I need to do that. Another one, yep. I like this. I like changing outlets. Or fixing outlets. Alright. I really like this radar. I don't know if it's in House Flipper 2 at all. Alright, what else am I doing? This is just for buying stuff. I'm gonna start with that first room though. This is showing where everything can be mounted. Alright. So we're gonna go back to this first room. Showing there's more dirt in the bathroom. Oh, right. This is the patch of dirt we can't find, huh? Let's do... Where's F? F. See if I can see the dirt, because I don't see it. So it should be right... Like, I'm on top of it right here. Oh, I did get it. Okay, I guess there was like a tiny patch of it left. Alright, that was bothering me. Alright, so... Let's kind of see what we got. So the walls... Well, okay, the floor. The floor is all burnt up. I can keep it because it's technically still a floor, but like... We should probably pull it up and put in some new carpet or wood or something. I think this may have been carpet. I think that's kind of why it looks how it does. Oh, is that not dirt? It is dirt. Oh. So it looks like the flooring for most of the rooms we gotta get rid of. The walls we have to repaint or repanel. We gotta get new doors. Ceiling's fine unless I want to repaint it. Depends what we're doing aesthetically. Alright, so that light works. I might want to get the same exact kind of light for here. Just so it matches well. But let's see, without the flashlight, like, it's still pretty... That's pretty dim. Like, that's a pretty dim light. So yeah, I'll probably get rid of that and replace with something else. Alright, we gotta replace this door, so let's sell this. Okay. Again, not what I want. Usually just leaves a hole, but I guess not, whatever. Can I clean that outline at least? No? It's just gonna forever be an outline? Alright, cool. Alright, let's clean the window at least. Oh my goodness. Alright, and that stove and oven we can keep. Can I open it? There's a lot more interactable items in House Flipper 2. Lighting in here is fine. It's not great, though. I think it needs at least 2 different lights, though. Probably 2 smaller lights than 1 big light. But for now, just so I can see, I'll keep that. Can I put you on, like, a windowsill? No? Alright. You'll go in the corner then, I guess. Well, you know what? This is going to be my office, right? It's going to be a office. A makeshift office. Well, hold up. This is a 1-bed, 1-bath apartment. Or townhouse, or whatever the fuck. So that has to be a bedroom, right? Because it's the living room, it's the kitchen, and then the bathroom. So there's not a whole lot of, well, I can do unless I like build more walls and stuff like that. But I think just so we can see a really good before and after. The thing is, I don't like this kitchen the way it is. I don't think... I know everyone hates open concept kitchens, but like, I don't think there needs to be a wall here separating the kitchen, you know? It makes the whole thing look smaller. It's like a maze, right? The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this light switch. And I'm gonna knock down these walls. I know that's... I don't want to knock down all of them, right? I don't want to knock down this part, but just these two, or these three. And let's see how that looks. If it doesn't look good, we can build more walls, you know? Because I'm not the best interior designer in terms of like decorations and stuff, but I feel like I have a good eye for like what looks good architecturally. I could be totally wrong there, but that's how it feels to me. Because there's a lot of times I don't really understand what looks good in terms of like color or decorations, but I can tell based on like how things are designed, how you use the space, if they're not as they should. That's the light switch we can get rid of. Again, we're gonna replace the lights anyways. So now we have this whole space kind of... I guess I do want to get rid of this. I thought it may be for support or something, but it looks weird to have that there. Because I guess in that case, we don't need this wall either, right? Because, like, what's the point of having this wall here? Just to say this is a different room? Let's at least get rid of this column and just see how it looks. I feel like I'm going to be getting rid of all of them, though. But we'll start with just this one. That looks better. But I still think it looks weird. I think it looks weird to have this wall here. Is there anything on this wall that I'll fuck up if I get rid of it? I don't think so. Alright. We're pulling the trigger. If I had a whole group of chatters, we would maybe vote. But no one's here, so... No one's here to vote, so I'm tearing it down. I have vetoed your decisions. Next time, come on stream. I actually kind of like this mechanic a little more than the one in House Flipper 2. Because sometimes you'll accidentally hit more wall than you want to. At least here you can direct it to be only one column, you know. Alright. And it doesn't look all that great now because of all the different types of flooring we have. But I think it'll look really nice. I guess we could have two different types of flooring, though. I don't think we need to. I think if we wanted this to be all wood, we could. And I might try that first, since I have to do that anyways, right? So we're gonna get rid of this door. Um, again, I can't clean this, can I? No, of course I can't. And they said the walls were all white before, so I wonder, what if I just paint it white to make it a little more, feel a little more open? And then the color can come from the furniture, or maybe we'll do an accent color or something, right? I know it's pretty vanilla, literally. uh, Painting with white paint, but I don't know. Alright. We gotta do... Where's paint? Floors and ceilings, coverings... No. Where the fuck is the paint? If I search paint, what comes up is paintings, right? So if I search paint, it just comes up with, like, decorations, and then eventually I think it'll... No. It's all paintings. So I have to search for, like, a color, right? So I have to search for, like, white, right? Which is so ridiculous. Okay, there's white, and then there's Snow White. I imagine the ceiling is already painted normal white, so maybe we'll do that. Although I'm very curious about Snow White. So we're gonna buy this, but I also want to buy some of the Snow White, because if it's super bright and it makes the place look a little more open, that'll be perfect, right? So, white. Just buy a small. These look so similar. Alright. Snow White is going to be on the right. And then white will be on the left. Alright, so we'll test it, right? So this, that is white. We'll even put the flashlight on. That is white. Which looks pretty white to me. And then Snow White is this one. You see the difference? White, Snow White. I guess? Oh wow, that's really subtle. I kind of like Snow White better. I don't know why. I mean, it's not that big of a difference. This just has slightly grayer tones, maybe? I don't know. I could totally just be lying to myself, though. I think I like the Snow White better, actually. So we are going to get rid of the white. And this whole side's already white, Snow White, right? So we're gonna paint this and that. Again, I don't think it matters at all. We're gonna do tile over here, I think. So that we're gonna keep the same. And I might change... Oh my god, now I have to do the whole ceiling. Oh my god, I won't be able to see. It's so hard to tell what's white and what's Snow White. Why have I done this to myself? I regret this decision already. Oh no? Okay. So annoying. Okay. gosh, what have I done? This is not satisfying at all. I think if I'm gonna do this, I have to paint the walls like black or something and then go over it. Because this is really annoying, trying to figure out like what have I painted when I haven't painted yet. But I think it makes sense to have everything to be this very bright white color. This is done, right? Alright. I don't think I need to paint this because I'm putting a door here, but I don't know, just in case, let's just paint it anyways. Paint's not that expensive. Now we're gonna paint the rest of the stuff. Oh, there's some hooks. I'm happy I didn't sell those. Those look nice. Cool. White's definitely a little boring, so I was hesitant to do that, but I did blue walls in my office, and I liked it, but I didn't love it, you know? So I think it makes sense to have the furniture and other decorations and stuff, you know, do the talking when it comes to the color, you know? I like how the paintbrush just gets bigger, like a sponge. Delaney, did you have a very strong opinion for White versus Snow White? I just saw your your message. I really didn't see any difference. But if one happens to be slightly whiter, and like slightly brighter, then I think this house could need it, you know? It's so small. Okay. Well, I can tell you, um, there was not much difference at all. There's white, and then there's Snow White. Maybe with better lighting there could be a difference, but like, I really don't think so. I think it's fine. That gets cleaned up. That gets painted. Alright. Oh, oops. I forgot about that one. Did I do this one? I didn't. That looks nice. Again, I may end up painting all of this anyways, but for now, I know I'll paint this. The sides are done. Boop. Just fixes up those cracks. The landlord special, if you will. Alright. That looks pretty good. I guess while we're at it, let's do the same thing for this room. We'll just paint everything. I guess I should get the paint 3 walls at a time perk. Again, I may paint these a different color, but for now, I want kind of a base, you know? Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, I did want to paint that anyways. Oops. Oh no, I got so scared. It's just white. Perfect. It does sound fancier, doesn't it? I could sell this place for a couple thousand a month. Oh, I think I'm out of paint. So let's buy some more paint. I can sell this for $0, right? Yeah. Yeah, 20 bucks a can, that's nothing. I mean, unless I end up painting the walls several times with different colors. I think I'm fine, you know? Alright. So now this room is done. In terms of the paint, it looks very, very basic right now. I mean, it looks a lot better than it did. So, and then, all right. I don't even think we need this now. I think we are done with paint. All right, we did paint. Now let's do a little bit of flooring. I like wood floors. I mean, I think since it's gonna be the kitchen and living room, it should be wood. You know? Even though I love carpeting, I love full carpeting, I don't think it matches the vibe here. At least in the main living space. So, we are going to get a similar kind of like dark wood like this. Cause I do like the contrast between the white walls and the dark wood. So, let's try that. Alright, so we're gonna go floor and ceiling. We're gonna go to panels. Yes, so now I can choose which color. I like that color, actually. Either that one or that one. Let's go with the first one. Ooh, actually. Let's try the first one. I like the first one a lot. Oh, baby, that looks nice. Alright, I gotta move my laptop. Oh, that's no $5? Oh, that's nothing. Um, oh, that looks nice. Oof, I like that. I guess I could do... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna place a very different tile in this corner so I remember where it started in case I want to change it to a different color. So let's do something crazy. Ceramic tile, turquoise, bam. Now if I do want to change it to tile, I know exactly where I started. And same here, I don't want It looks fine. Let's just, I'm gonna stand here so I can kind of avoid the turquoise. It's fine. I think it's a little too open. I think I want to change that to tile or something. So I'm happy I did that. Floor and ceiling, tiles, or it could be panels. Panels is usually like rock and like stone or wood. Oh, it's just wood? Oh. Oh, so tiles has the stone. Now that would be a kitchen. I don't want it to be black, but I do want it to be... Especially you're gonna spill stuff on it, right? So you want it to be a little dark. I'm gonna see the difference between dark gray, which is that one, and light gray, which is this one. This is the one I used in the other house. So which do I like better, the light or dark gray? Probably the dark gray, honestly. I don't want it to be too dark, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel like it looks better with the wood, you know? So we are gonna do dark gray tiles. So let's look at the price of them. $7 per square foot, I guess. $7, $7, $9, $4. They're not a huge difference. I don't think it's gonna really cut into our budget. So we'll do these. There we go. Alright, and now I can do the entire flooring. Oh, that looks nice. But also, should it be at the wall? I don't think so, because then it makes everything else look smaller. I am seeing one issue, which is, we had a cabinet here and a sink there. That might still be possible, but it's also possible we'll have to build some walls that we knock down again. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Until then, what do we use for this? Do we do paint? Do we do more tile? There should be some sort of tile, right? Oh, I need to do, not floor and ceiling, but a wall tiles. For some reason, it's a different section. Walls. Wall tiles. I could have, like, exposed brick. That would be kind of cool. I'm thinking no, though. Thinking... These look kind of cool. Yeah, should there be some sort of like pattern to them? Usually that's on the floor though. But I mean, these are all meant to be on the wall. So... I don't know. Because also that's expensive. It's $81 for all of that, but like if I buy multiple, I don't know. We could have some color in the kitchen. I guess, alright. We gotta figure out, do we want a cool tone, or do we want a warm tone? So let's get out of this for a sec. Do we want a warm tone or a cool tone? I think... I have no idea. It's so weird, because I love this flooring. I'm not loving the tile now. I feel like it'd be weird to have two different paints here. That's why I'm thinking tile again. But... what could we put? Wall panels. This is more for like the outside of a house. Plaster. What is plaster? I don't think I want plaster. Wallpaper I could do. Do we want wallpaper in a fucking... the kitchen? I guess it'd be fine. That'd be so cool. For a bedroom or something. You feel tile? I feel tile too, but I don't know which tile. But like something like this? Maybe? I'm sure it's more for like an office, but like, I don't know. But like which tile? And for the entire wall or for like part of the wall? I'm so bad when it comes to this sort of stuff. What do you think? With steel. It is expensive. And after doing the entire thing. Yeah, that... yeah. I mean, it's not that much cheaper, but... that's why I was thinking maybe the gray, but it needs color. There needs to be some sort of color, right? But I guess it could match the tile. I don't know. I kind of like the triangles. And I think having something too colorful wouldn't work. I guess something subtle like this could work. Yeah, I mean, I could paint everything white and then add color with the decorations, for sure. I'm kind of digging this. I'm gonna see what this looks like. If it looks horrible, then it's on me, and we'll paint over it. We've wasted money, but like, I think it's fine. What do you think? I think that's fine. I'm gonna do it for now, and if it looks stupid, we'll paint over it. $65 ain't that much. Alright, tiling. Flowers are a little bigger than I initially expected. Still not too bad. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not digging this. But I think I want to finish it before I like fully judge it, you know? Ah. Hmm. I'm not feeling it. Maybe, yeah. I did think it was a little weird to have the whole place tiled up like that. I don't know. I always think, like, what does a house look like? I totally forget what a normal-ass kitchen looks like. And no, I can't just look at my kitchen, because my kitchen is fucking gross. Not not gross in terms of, like, cleanliness, but gross as in, like, the way it's designed. Like, if I was designing a kitchen, I would not design it the way it's designed right now. And I bet you're like, why did you design your kitchen that way? I didn't. I rent. I rent a multifamily. The cheapest multifamily in Bridgewater. Uh-oh. I outed myself. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to avoid, to make it seem separated. That's why it's open. Alright, you know what? Let's paint it all white, and then if we want to, we know exactly where we can, like, tile, right? Um, I guess having it all wood looked good too, so I don't know. Alright, we're gonna paint. That's our first step. We're gonna paint it white. Snow White. Bam. Bam. Thank you, fucking man. Alright. Wasted like 120 bucks, but like, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, those are still white. That's good. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm so concerned with the tile now. Like, the tile's fine, but it's definitely weird. Now that I'm looking at it without the wall here, it does make sense to have the tile go there. But if I put the tile here, it'll make the kitchen look super small, which it is. So I don't know. I guess... Alright, we're gonna sell this. You know what, we're gonna experiment. We're gonna see what looks good. We'll take our learnings to a different... to a different house. Oops. Here. Okay, that looks slightly more normal. Yeah, no, that's how it was before. Um, the good thing about that was there could be like a counter here and a big sink here, but it definitely made it feel smaller. That's why I got rid of the wall. Which I think I still like. Like, I still like that idea. And there was a small cabinet that went here. So I'm hoping to find one that's exactly this size that I can put there. And then maybe a small sink here, but I might be able to put the sink on this side. I don't know. I can just move these over. We'll see. We're gonna keep this as is. I'm gonna start putting in like the doors. We need doors, right? We have not done doors yet. Those we need to get in and out of the building, right? So, which one? I really like the doors I used at the last house, but I think I did pick some pretty expensive doors. But I mean, 67. I mean, can these be changed in terms of color? Oh yeah, they can. Okay. But they have door numbers, so it's like an apartment building. I don't like that. Decorative front door. She can't get it without the decorations. It's also expensive as hell. It's weird to get a door frame and then the door. You need to get one that matches it. No, we don't want a narrow door. We want a nice big door. I think I used one of these before. I like that a lot. And it'll contrast with the white, right? So I could do... Let's see what the brown looks like. Because it would match the flooring. Okay, so now let's see what the black would look like. What? Honestly, I'm feeling the black. I don't know. Yeah, I think here. There we go. That's what I wanted. I didn't want it to open inwards. I mean, it looks a little weird with that. Can I move it? No, I want to move it. Oh, I do have to sell it and then... That's so weird. Okay, that looks so weird from out here. But I don't want to, like, knock down these walls. It's a whole lot of work for a door. Alright. So we're gonna sell that door and try again. I guess I can't move it. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Alright. We have the smoke to clear. Open the door. It does open... I guess it makes more sense to open inward. That's how a door usually works, I guess. Alright. I gotta paint that wall again, though. White. That's pretty good. We're gonna do the same thing, but over here, because there was a door here. That's why it kind of looks a little weird right now. Let's go around and see what that where it led to. So it led to this outdoor patio area. And since it's a patio, I feel like it should be like a sliding glass door instead of... Yeah, instead of, like an exterior door like that. So let's see if there's like a small porch door. That way it lets in lots of natural light. So we got this. I think... I'm worried it's gonna be too big. Sliding door, black. I do want it to be black. Because there's too much white already. Why do I like the first one better? Because I'm crazy. Because they look exactly the same. That's 710, and then 600, 600. So the pricing doesn't really matter. I guess let's try... Oh! Damn! I think that's a good idea, though. Alright. Okay, let's go back to the kitchen. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah. It's gonna be like a little patio, like a little outdoor hangout area. And it was right here before. But the door is gonna let in so much natural light that I think it's fine if we even didn't have a window there. So let's see what that would look like. Hey, it could be right next to the kitchen like that. Or it could be a little more inside, like the in the middle? What about the middle? That's not the middle. Ooh. Well, first of all, I want to be outside when I'm placing it. So let's go back outside. Well, do I want to be outside? Okay, let's try it. So I want to be flush with the interior, and I wasn't getting flush with the interior. So I wonder if I need to be on the outside. Okay, so from the outside, it makes sense not to have it like here. It makes sense to kind of have it in the middle like that. Okay. Wait for the smoke to clear. But that's what I was worried about here. Oh, wait, that's fine. We'll just buy some more, I noticed how far away I was from the mic. Hopefully you could hear me. I've done that twice so far. Let's get some of those wood panels again. I hate how it's flat. Like, I want to see outside, but... And then you walk outside, and bam! I think that's pretty cool. And if I want another window, I can put another window there. I think it would look too tight with another window, though, you know? I think that's fine right there. I want to get the kitchen settled, because I keep thinking about this kitchen. How long has my stream been? I feel like this has been a long stream. It's been 3 hours. Oh. Yeah, it looks like I like House Flipper. Like, I just get lost in this game, man. What am I doing? Looking for kitchen counters. Furniture. Kitchen. Standing cabinets. But I wish it... Can I sort it by size? What does oldest and newest even mean? I guess when they first came out with the game, they had shit like this. And then they came out with new stuff. So the thing is, we can actually... Just out of curiosity, I want to see if this is the right size for... I'm probably going to do a different color, but like... Is this the right size for what I was looking for? It's even better. It's even a little smaller, I think. I don't like that color and style, but I know I like that size. So I wonder... Does it show me the size of this? No, it doesn't. I like this one. Lots of drawers, lots of space. I like the wood. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know, man. Okay. I know I liked this. I just didn't like the pull out, the like... Alright, handles. Yeah, can I change the... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I really liked it at first. Now I don't. One of these then. And then I just keep it the default color. Will it fit? Will it fit? It won't fit. Oh, it will fit. It's weird that's not gonna be flush with the stovetop and the. It's not long enough. I'm curious, can I sell it for the same exact price I bought it for? No. So I'll lose some money. I think that's fine. It feels weird that it's not long enough to fit flush with the oven and the wall. But I think it's fine. I don't like it though. But it's... How can I measure the length of the fucking... I gotta measure the length of it before I buy it. Like, will any of them be the right size? I'm thinking they won't be. Just out of curiosity, I wonder if, like, this one, would this be? No, I have a feeling. Oh, with it is long enough. So this brand of cabinets is long enough to be... I need to see it from the side. I can't even tell. So that's... in the wall. This isn't in the wall. No, it's still... I think it's a little longer, but I think it's still not flush against the wall. Because here is flush against the wall. And that's not against the cabinet, but, like... It's a little longer than this one, at least. So let's... I need one slightly wider. And in a not ugly wood. So I think that would be this one. So I did this one before, right? So let's see. There are two different variants. Oh, it's on one side versus the other. I don't think it matters. I guess we'll do this one. The base. Oh, I can change it. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. So we need to choose our wood carefully because because all of our other wood products will be the same. Need to be the same shade. This is what? Brazil nut. On the tabletop, let's do a nice granite countertop. Black marble. Black looks nice, actually. Gray marble. I like the marble. I wish I could, like, see it in different views. I can! I love when things work out like that. Oh, yeah, the marble for sure. Like, that looks dirty in comparison. Alright. Hopefully it fits. I didn't really test it there. But I don't think a sink is gonna fit next to the oven. Oh, there we go. I got scared for a sec. Hey! Alright, so there's a little bit of a space there, but, like, that looks way better than it did before. Okay. So I wonder, are we able to somehow fit a sink here? And if we need to build it slightly out more, we could do that to fit the sink. Still not great, but, like, it's whatever. We want a... No, okay, I don't want a 6... Oh! I guess we could... Out of curiosity, I want to see, like, how long this is. Oh! Ah... I mean, it would be perfect without the dishwasher. So what's that? That's 2 meters. So we can't fit 2 meters, but maybe... I don't know, whatever is available under that. Is there anything under 2 meters? This doesn't give a size. No, that's the same. That's the same size. Because a kitchen set would be nice. We don't have to kind of pick and choose and just... The first one would have been perfect if it just... Oh. Okay. Well... No. Okay. So let's just find a sink that fits. Our kitchen. I was looking for sink cabinets. I guess that'd be functional. There we go. What did I just buy before? What did I... I bought the snowman wooden cupboard. So let's see if there's a snowman sink or whatever. That's the dishwasher. There it is. And then we did Brazil nut? Is that what we did? I totally forget. I'm just gonna compare it. We did do Brazil nut. Okay. I think that was granite up top. I don't want granite. We want Brazil nut. We want black marble to match. I think the handles match. Right? Handles match. Okay. And if it doesn't fit perfectly, we'll build a wall. He said. Not thinking. Okay, wait, hold up. That's a little too... Can that go against the wall more? Okay, that's too close to the oven. No, I guess it has to go here. Okay. But there's a space! Why is there a space? Hold up. That looks stupid. Also, I don't like the sink. That's like a bathroom sink, even though it was in the kitchen section. Alright, let's sell that. Lose a bit of money, but whatever. Can I choose a different style faucet? Or just... No, it has to be the same faucet. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay, the sink definitely looked weird. It looked weird being, this brass color. Alright, let's zoom in. So that's black. That's white. White looks too... I have a white sink, and it gets so dirty. So, I don't like that, but I also don't like it being... Can I just have it be metal? I want it to be like a metal sink. Also, I don't like a circular sink. So let's do... I don't fucking know. Functional cabinets. So I guess we can first choose a sink we like, right? So we could do that, since I'm being so picky about the faucet. So what if we did... These are weird. It's like there's a puppet show about to come out of the faucet. Um, See, these are like the style up, but I don't need the double. Ooh, this one I like. This one's simple and looks kind of the style I want. But I can't have it be... Wait, what's changing? Oh. So multiple things are changing. I mean, I guess this is where we can play around with color. Should we have a green kitchen? I guess we can have a green kitchen. I did not want to put it like that. I like having the darker countertop because that's how it... Cause I have black marble for everything else, right? So I want black, but I want the black to be up here. There we go. I guess. And then I can have the doors match it. Or I can have them be a color. Like orange or green. And I can't change the style after, like in House Flipper 2. So, I like the green. Because we need to put some color in the kitchen, right? So what if it starts with the sink? Oh, that's gross. I regret my decision. I like the sink, though. Oh my god, this is exhausting. Alright. Okay, no, this part I like. It's the doors that I need to change. Out of curiosity, what does orange look like? It's very spooky, right? Yeah, but then everything's warm. Yeah, they're both not great, but this is the only square sink that's not a double sink that I can get. I guess we'll just do... We'll just match it. White looks weird. Black is too black. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's kind of whatever. And then, alright, so what kind of sink was that? Because I need to match it with this. Unfortunately. Well, that's the thing. I like the wood so much. I want a wood cabinet. I want this cabinet, but with a square sink. And I'm upset I can't do that. I cannot be pleased. I cannot be pleased today. I'm spending so much time trying to figure out what sink to buy. You know what? It's under kitchen. It's a kitchen sink. It's fine. We'll get this. Black marble. Brazil nut. And then the sink, I want to be black. I don't want to be that stupid brass color. I don't want it to be white because I have white sink and I don't like it. So I know from experience it's not good. Black on black, I guess. I didn't like the brassy look of the faucet, so let's change that. Oh shoot, what were the handles before? Oh shit, I want the default handles. I don't know what those are. I think that they were just the first gray. They must have been. Alright, that's fine. So we got black sink, black marble countertop, and we've got a sink, which I don't like it being right aligned, but I guess that means it can just go on the left side, right? Or the right side. We'll just switch the cabinets around. Let's just do that. I would love to see how long I was taking figuring out what cabinet to buy. I would love to see that. Because I'm sure it's embarrassingly long. Because I don't want a circular set. Whatever. Okay, you know what? I keep forgetting we're flipping this house, right? This is not our live-in kitchen, right? This is a house flip, right? So as long as it is functional, it's mostly not ugly, then it's fine, right? Again, we're gonna put this against the wall as close as it can get. There we go. Oops, not what I want to do. Alrighty then. And then we have... And then we have the oven, and then we have another countertop, which is much needed. Alright, that looks nice. Does it stick out a tiny bit? Yes, it does. But if we just have one... Okay, hold up. If I have one wall here, would that look weird? Probably, but let's try it. Build wall here. I guess it's fine. What if I move things over a little bit now? Doesn't need to be flush, but just like that, right? Well, now that's over too much. Oh gosh. Okay. Like this then. Is that flush? It's not flush. I want you to be flush with the sink. Bam. Good. You flush with the oven. Bam. There we go. That's not too horrible. We just gotta change where the tile starts. We'll have to where the tile start there. I think it's too much wood if we have wood in the kitchen. So we are going to go back to that tile if we can find it. Recently purchased. Hey, there they are. Cool. Boop to boop. Lovely. I like it. I think that's fine. Again, it's not great. I think it's fine. Right? I didn't paint the bathroom yet. I guess I don't need to, huh? Oh, this has been a long stream. I don't know. I feel like we should probably end soon, huh? It's been 3.5 hours. My goodness. I have even people trying to talk to me. The fucking boss is trying to talk to me. I'm so done with that job. Like, I'm so done. I need this day off for, like, a mental health day, obviously. Like, that's not... I wasn't kidding about that, but, like... Now I'm worried he's gonna think, like, I wasn't mentally sick, but, like... What do you do if you're mentally sick? You try to feel better, you know? Just thinking about the plan for tomorrow, I'm just like, fuck that. Like, I'm so close to just straight up quitting. Again, that's not the smartest thing to do, so I'm not going to do it, but, like, holy crap, do I not want to go to work tomorrow. Okay, so that's good. Let's put up some... I was gonna say put up some artwork, but I don't know. That's good. Let's fix up this so it's looking a little bit nicer. Floor and ceiling, floor tiles. I think we should do a pattern. Some sort of pattern on the floor. Well, it's like bathrooms that have a pattern on the floor. Yeah, with swirls. Look at that. I like that. How about we do the swirls? I like those. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not horrible. I do like the wall tiles though. Wall tiles. What were they? I've done those before. I've used those exact tiles before, so where are they? They're... I know I've used them before. And then your panels instead? No. It's not wallpaper. It's not plaster. It's not paint. What are they? I feel like I've definitely used those before. We've got white tiles, we've got blue tiles, we've got small squares, we've got big squares. Tread plate. So weird, I can't find it. I guess this is similar, and I do like it. The fuck? Why do I have to... Okay, I guess that was the last one I was holding, so I have to do that first, I guess. Looks pretty good. I don't like how unsymmetrical it is, but I'll take it, I guess. Alright, new skill point. That'll be very helpful. So let's do that. Perks for plastering. Faster plastering. Hold 10 tiles or panels at once. This I like because I hate holding up to 6 tiles. Let's do that. Negotiation. Yeah, definitely higher negotiation by 5%. 3 sold houses or completed jobs. Key. Yeah, I like how that looks. Okay, so we gotta buy more of those. Keep pressing escape for some reason. replace the floor tiles with something similar to that. And then let's replace these. That's the old tile, right? Same with this. Alright. Cool. I guess the tile here isn't bad, but I feel like if it can match a little better, at least with the size, maybe that would be nice. So these ceramic tile gray squares. So we gotta go. It's very similar to this one, but it's not the same. So this is the exact same if I want to do that. I guess we could see. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like that though. Oh shit, not that one. Fluorescent tiles. Ceramic tiles gray, right? Ceramic tiles gray squares. So let's. Oops. Yeah, I'm not digging that. I'm not digging that. I want similar, but not the same. So we're gonna do... I'm thinking similar to the kitchen. This would be the exact same as the kitchen, which I'm a little afraid to do. Because it would look kind of weird. So it needs some separation, you know? I guess white tiles is fine. It'd suck if you're like me and you dye your hair. And you get all over the tiles. That would suck. But, I think in general, like, that's fine. Let's do white, because I feel like that might look nicer. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. That looks just fine. Alright. We are now going to get a door, which we have not done. I left the door wide open. Oops. And we got a similar interior door. Doors. Liru. What does an interior door look like? It's just a door. So it could be the same exact door. Huh. This doesn't need to be. Oh, you can get different heights. Okay. I was looking for like interior versus exterior or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess just the same door, right? I mean, it's expensive for a door, but like... There we go. It does suck that it wants to open inwards. Okay, hold up. We need to do some fixing here. So we're gonna go to tiles, fix those so it looks flush. I think I'm gonna do same thing with the tile here. I was almost gonna paint it white, but I don't think that would look good. Um, no, it have to be wall. We have to wall tiles, walls. Oh wait, no, I just go to the whatever it was. Ceramic gray squares for. One was for the wall, one was for the floor. I think these are for the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not stoked about there not being much of a pattern either, but it's a bathroom, it's whatever. I need to remind myself that it's a flip, right? This is so I can get more money to get a bigger house. So what I got left, that's where the shower is, right? Yeah, let's buy a shower. Let's get our bathroom fixtures. Let's get our shower nice and... I haven't had a place with a bathtub yet, but I just don't think I have the room for it here. I think this one's fine. Alright, well, we'll have to see. Alright. That looks pretty good. It's a little big. The problem is, I really wish I could like try rotating it and stuff that kind of house flipper too, but I just can't. But a bathtub definitely wouldn't fit here, and it wouldn't fit that way. So I guess this is what it is. What it is, you know. I need to install. I sold the toilet fixture for whatever reason, the toilet installation. So we gotta install some plumbing. 500 bucks. Oh, wish I didn't. Wish I didn't do that. There we go. Something basic and cheap, but looks nice. So 53, 71, 95, 53, 53. Cool. We need... And I don't know, it needs some color, right? Just nothing too crazy. Yeah, I don't like that either. I know this is a toilet brush, but like, sure. It's fine. A little bit of color. And we need a plunger. I don't know if we have a plunger. We don't. All right. Let's install the sink. $47. We want something with a cabinet, right? So I guess something simple though. We don't need anything too fancy. I always go for these, but they are expensive, and we don't really need one like that. Or it was like 100 something. These are, that's 52. Oh, I like this design, but it's too expensive. I mean, it's not too expensive. And I'll save that for like my own house. That looks a little too nice. So I guess what's the old-fashioned sink then? And we can always change the wood to something nicer. We don't want it to be gray, do we? Black looks nice, actually. Yeah, nothing's gonna go over here anyways, right? So, I guess... let's do here. I just get sucked into this game. What? What happened? Did I not install it correctly? Did I forget something? I mean, it's fine now, I guess. Alright. We need a mirror. Is that a bathroom fixture or is that an accessory? It's accessory, probably. It's a little too narrow. It's pretty small. Which one did I do? Did I do that one? How about that with Blackwood? Oh, that looks small too, man. Yeah, sure. Cool, cool. So now we got a bathroom. I mean, I do like the bathroom a lot. That's so weird. It opens both ways. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with the kitchen. The kitchen looks nice. Alright, we gotta decorate a little bit. Oh, wait, no. We have to... This is the bedroom, right? We need a bed. It can be an office, but, like... Alright. Furniture. Bedroom. I would like to get double bed. Can we make this cheap double bed look good? Bedding, something that's not ugly. Yeah. I know it's not Brazil nut, but I don't think we have that option. Oh wait, shit. We don't want the MJF style pillows. We want, like, normal ass pillows. Yeah, a little bit of color. Mattress, I guess. I don't even think you can see it, but let's do white. There we go. See, that looks nice. Alright, I guess we're not fitting an office in here. But, you know what? That's fine. We'll fit the office somewhere else. We'll fit the office in the fucking... in the living room. You know? I mean, I guess we don't need a double bed. I guess I didn't realize how big a double bed was. Let's see what else we need, right? So we need a bedroom. We need bedside table. Something cheap. How is that more expensive than this? I don't really want that modern design in here. I want something cheap. Like, fuck off. Let's match the wood. I wish I could change that to be like silver or something, but whatever. Something small. Can it fit in that corner? Maybe? Oh, it can't. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, let's see if there's a single bed in that same style, because I like that. I like that looks. Bedroom. Beds. We're gonna have a single bed. What's it called? Single bed. Double bed grill is what we got. So let's see if there's a single bed grill. I guess a bed grill, right? Yeah, let's do that instead. I do like the look of this bed though, so I'm gonna kind of remember that. Can I favorite that? Oh, there's no favorite button. Alright, whatever. Alright, unfortunately, we are gonna have to delete this bed. Well, I'm stuck, because I do like it a lot. But our buyers are gonna want... Okay, wardrobes take up too much space, but, like, we need some sort of drawers at least. I think drawers and a bookshelf. That's what we need, right? Like the necessities. 83. It's not too bad. Again, it doesn't need to be the black wood. It could be something warmer. So yours not bad, but I don't love it. Going back and forth, I don't know. I like American Elm. We're gonna do that. I'm curious if we can fit things with a double bed. If we can't, then I'll get the single. And we need a bookshelf. I want something skinny, I think. I like that's too big though. Oh my god, look, that looks really stupid. 'Cause I want something to fit in that corner, you know? And there's no skinny bookcase to fit there, huh? I like that. It's small, it's short, but I do like it. Eh. And see, now I'm getting different different results for different searches. For different like, keywords. It's weird. There's a hanging bookshelves. That's a standing bookshelf. That's a standing bookshelf. Okay, that's kind of what I was looking for anyways. American Elms, what the other thing was made out of, so let's do that, I think. Yeah, we might as well just do the same. Hey, there we go. So that's more what I'm looking for. That's so weird. I wonder why I can't go against the wall. There is an outlet over there, but like I don't think it matters. Whatever. Alright. And then we need, so we got drawers. And we got a double bed. And then it fills the space well, for sure. What if we move this over here, actually? It's a bit nicer over here. Yeah, that's a bit better. Then over here, it's a bit more open to like come and go as you please, you know? Yeah, let's sell this. I think it's fine to have the big double bed in there. I want this to be a cozy ass place. So, I would love like an ottoman or an L-shaped couch like this. Something not that big, but something of that nature. Like, ooh, one of these. Yeah. So we do a dark colored sofa. We could do a light colored sofa. Where'd it go? Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna see how big this is. Okay, so this small couch is actually very big. So, I think couch against here. Well, seating in general against there. Alright, you go up here. You go away. Yeah, that's too much. You can't really hang out here, huh? There's not really a ton to do. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I think that has been a long enough stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I got way too sucked into this. But the time lapse is gonna be pretty sick, honestly, of this house. So the before and after is gonna look super cool. Like, I love this so far. I think the kitchen's awesome. It just needs a bit more color and decorations. The bathroom is nice. Again, needs some more decor. I like the sliding glass door a lot to go into the patio. And then we gotta fix the outside a bit. And then we're good to go. And then we can sell this place. Or again, I'm getting a little obsessed with it. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back at some point soon. I'm putting VODs, so all these streams recorded up on my YouTube channel, as well as on Twitch. You can follow me on Instagram at East Coast Justin. You can follow my TikTok at East Coast Justin 3. And that has been it. I will see you guys later.